The world's first working submarine was built in the 17th century by Cornelius Drebbel. He was a Dutch inventor under the commission of King James I in England. Drebbel's sub looked a little bit more like a modified rowboat. It was coated in greased leather and it was manned by a team of oarsmen. In 1620, he took the vessel on its first public dive, which went 15 feet beneath the River Thames during a demonstration witnessed by King James and thousands of astonished Londoners. Over 100 years later, during the American Revolution, inventor David Bushnell created an experimental submarine he called the Turtle. Now, this one-man wooden craft, it relied on a human-powered hand crank and a foot treadle for propulsion. A pedal-operated water tank allowed it to submerge and then surface again, and the vessel contained enough air to travel about 30 minutes underwater at a top speed of 4.8 kilometers an hour. The history of submarines is interesting, as it's all about man's attempt to conquer and explore the water world that is deep beneath the ocean surface. On January the 23rd, 1960, Don Walsh, an American oceanographer and explorer, descended into the abyss of the Challenger Deep, which is the deepest point of the world's ocean. He descended a record-breaking depth of 10,911 meters beneath the surface. That's almost 11 kilometers. In 2019, explorer Victor Vescovo beat Don's record depth by another 16 meters. You know, in a way, our journey of faith is a lot like this. It's not about reaching a destination. It's not about crossing a finish line where we have everything figured out. Our Christianity is all about a journey of diving deeper and deeper in God and allowing Him to enlarge us, to change us, so that we can handle the pressures of life just as God moves us in the direction of His calling for our lives. One of the great stories of the Bible is the Exodus story, where God sends Moses into Egypt to rescue His people from slavery and then bring them through the waters of the Red Sea into a new land where they are truly free and belong to a new God-centered community. This story is actually the main narrative of the Bible. It's about God rescuing people from darkness and bringing them into a new Christ-centered life. As we read the New Testament, we see this Exodus story reenacted through the action of water baptism. When we are taken under the water, it's just like we are walking through the Red Sea, like the Hebrew people did thousands of years ago, and we step into a new land, into His kingdom, beyond the surface, where we take steps together that cause us to go deeper and deeper as we discover the great purpose that God has for our lives within His church family.